setting a morning intention, right? I think it's really powerful work to do to raise our frequency and make some shifts. I've been talking a lot in the videos recently of the end of 2025, moving into 2026, the 9 year going into a 1 year, moving from the year of the snake to the year of the horse, how different the energy is going to be. And I think it's a really good to have a morning routine where you set an intention as soon as you open your eyes. It literally takes a minute. So when you first wake up, are you the kind of person, and no judgment because I do this too, and I have to remind myself to set an intention instead of opening my eyes thinking, oh, I have this, and this I have to do, and I got to get this finished today, and if I don't, I'm going to be so far behind in my work, and I or dreading something that's on my to-do list that I have to do, like chores or going to doctors and getting tests done, dentists, like all the stuff that you dread. But I started in the last couple years, and especially now that I my morning routine is I get up, I set an intention, I get up, I do it as I'm getting my coffee ready, take my coffee, go back to my bedroom where I prop myself up and I put on frequency music and I do my meditation. That's become my new routine. And I have to say that it's really changed me completely, because a lot of old anger and resentment and rage is just leaving my life, even as the world is crumbling. I am much more content in who I am, and happy in my life, no matter what's going on out there. And I can only attribute it to small changes that I'm making. And one of them is a morning intention. So, as you're getting your coffee together, or right as you open your eyes, you can make set your intention for your day. I intend to have a good day today. I intend to have a productive day today. I intend for all my relationships to go smoothly today. Whatever it is, it's like it's different from the gratitude list. A lot of times you think of your day, and you think in your mind, or you write down so many things you're grateful for the day. In the morning, you're setting your intention for that day, and it's very powerful because you're putting that out there. You're putting that energy out there. Like, my intention for today is to have smooth and loving and helpful conversations in all of my relationships. Just throwing that out there. And you're going to find that you do. And maybe you don't, it doesn't happen right away, because you have to believe it to be true, and it may take some practice. But the more you do it, the more you're going to be like, oh my God, that works. That really, really works. And it does really work. So be mindful of the first things that you say as you open your eyes. You can do it as you're making your coffee, as you're pouring in all your ingredients, your whipped cream, like I do. I make it so, oh my God, I'm like, my coffee's like a whole thing. It's a whole ritual thing. I get crazy with my with my coffee. But I'm stirring in my cinnamon, I'm saying affirmations, doing spells, whatever you want to do, however it works for you. Make it fun and make it a daily practice. It literally takes no time. You can do it as you're brushing your teeth. I like to tell people as they're looking in the mirror, brushing their teeth, to say loving things to themselves in the mirror. That's mirror work. So that's what I do when I'm brushing my teeth, right? I've gotten good at making that a daily habit. That's part of, I think, the reason that no matter what's going on, sorry, I have the light and the reflection, but there's nothing I can do about it. It's just the way the windows are. And the glasses, I gotta get glasses, I guess, that have no glare because I can't see. I wouldn't know if I was in focus if I didn't have my glasses on. So yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Gemini brain, it's all over the place. All of these things that I do have shifted my life. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. They have shifted my life in good ways, even if the world is imploding and crumbling. I am the happiest I think I've ever been in my life right now as I'm building my business. It's not where I want it to be. As I'm building my social media platforms, as I'm working on my photography and on my Oracle decks, and I want to make those available for people and photograph more. And as I'm building everything, and even as I'm watching what's happening in the world, and don't get me wrong, I see some stories and they're heartbreaking, and I have so much compassion and empathy, and I am empathic, but I have stopped doom scrolling, and that's also helped. So all of these things have shifted who I am, and how I feel. And I'm seeing it being mirrored back in my personal life. So set an intention in the morning of what you want your day to look like. Start there. Just start, like, every morning what you want that day to look like, knowing that it's going to look like that, believing it. Don't set the intention and start thinking, oh yeah, I set the intention that I was going to have a good day, and then today was a shit storm, because everything, you're expecting everything to fall apart. That's when your tire's flat or your pipes burst or whatever. Like, if that's how you're really feeling inside, then you're really not setting the intention. The intention is to be set that I'm going to have a really nice day, because you believe that to be true. And then that is the energy that's mirrored back to you. If you set the intention, I'm going to have a really good day, but deep down you believe, oh, let's see what kind of shitstorm today is going to be, that's your real intention. So be careful. You got to check yourself. It's work. It takes practice, but it's easy once you get in the flow and you start seeing the results. It's a lot easier. Okay, just thought I would share. I hope that you guys are liking these videos, and I would love it if you would subscribe and share and let me know your thoughts. And yeah, I'm going to keep doing it. I made a decision and I'm doing it, and I'm doing it. All right, everybody, have a good one. See you next time. Bye.